Said this is everywhere I go. Said this is everywhere I go. Said this is everywhere I go. Said this is everywhere. Said this is everywhere. Said this is, look, ayy. I hustle like I'm trying to make the team. I hustle like I'm trying to make some green, ayy. I hustle like I'm in the major leagues. It's not a game, but I'll show y'all what a player be, ayy. I'm not a player, but I show 'em game. Like, I ain't been here, but they know my name. Look, you buying tickets, I'ma buy the plane. I'll make it private like an island when I'm flying in, ayy. I'm hella happy cause I'm hella high. Look out the window when I see the sky. Look out for kinfolk when receive the pie. I'll take my slice, pass it round the table to my guys. I'm out here eating, you just hating, boy. Trying to make a scene cause you ain't making noise. I made the scene, now I'm making coin. I'll bring the tour through the city just to make a point.
Hey guys, so I've had a couple people ask me to make a video about how to get better at Warzone. And in it we're going to cover the 3 main types of movement in the game that will improve your gameplay. So the first one is going to be independent movement, so your character itself. The second one is going to be engagement movement, and then the third, map movement. So the first one, independent movement, you already know how to move the character normally, I would assume. But we're going to talk about 2 of the main independent movements that most players use once they start getting better, and that's the slide cancel and the bunny hop. We're going to start from the beginning on how to do each one first, and then we will move on to the engagement part. So to slide cancel, you need to hold your attack sprint down, so we're running, and you're going to slide, which is your crouch button. And once you get that down, we are going to cancel it by hitting our crouch button again, and it just dead stops us. And if you can see our shadow, we're just sitting in a crouch now. So running, slide, cancel. We're in a crouch. Obviously this doesn't benefit us at all, just being in a crouch. So the last part of our slide cancel is the jump. And this puts us up into a standing position. So if we go like this, I can actually see it in the shadow. Slide, cancel, jump. Now I'm in a standing position. And from here, you're either going to aim down sights for an engagement, or if you were just running across the map in Warzone or whatever, you might not want to actually aim down sights, you might just keep doing it again, just to keep your movement out. Because we end up in the standing position, this resets your tactical sprint, and the game thinks you're at a standstill. So when you ADS, it's instant. Whereas if I go like this, we have that delay. You can see how slow it is compared to this. We're going to move on to the bunny hop, and this one's a lot easier. So you're going to run, jump, aim down sights, and jump again. And does this little... there. So we're going to be talking about engagement for fighting. So if I'm here, and we're talking about this as a building, there's a door here, and I think that there's a guy over here, I'm not going to do this, right? I know there's probably a guy there, and by the time I get around this corner, he's going to be shooting me, like when I get to here. You would slide cancel, so you would shoot. But at every turn, I am in the process of aiming down sights. If there's someone there, I can start shooting. I will slide cancel around everything. The second one is speed up, which I don't use as much, but sometimes to jump around the corner. I definitely use it in the gulag more than ever. So if I'm moving positions, let's say I'm here, there's a building here, and there's this little field here, and there's a sniper over to my left. I don't know. So I'm running. I see the shot go by. Bang. Right? I can now bunny hop in the direction of the person, because you have to aim down sights anyway, and take shots at him. And from his screen, it becomes a lot harder to hit me when I'm doing this bunny hop than when I was just running across this open thing. Plus, because I have to aim down sights anyway, I'm already looking at where the bullets were coming from. Another thing is, if I'm in an engagement, and there's guys here, I'm right here, and I take shots, whether I was mounted or whatever I was doing over here, I'm not gonna peek this corner and keep shooting, because he knows that I was shot from here last. So he's gonna look here again first thing. This is the first place he's going to look after he whether puts plates on or puts ammo in, whatever. So I would move. Maybe I'm gonna move over to here this time, or move up, or rotate to closer angles. Every time that I shoot, I want to move, even if it's I did all that and now I don't have anywhere else to go. I could just now go back to the restart because I've gone through all these. It's been a while since I've been here. He doesn't know that I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll rotate. Maybe I'm gonna like find a different way to get over here. Making your movements and your rotations on a big map. You want to make sure that when you're transferring from a building to a building in Warzone, or you have to run from the zone, or whatever, make sure that you have options, places to use for cover, escape routes if possible, so that if I know if I'm coming here and I get stuck in an engagement, I can come back this way and re-engage or choose to flee if, you know, my team's dead and I need to actually get some money back or whatever. Down. And yeah, so you basically for map movement you combine all of the things, whether it's bunny hopping or slide canceling, to make your movements keep cover, go for higher ground. When you're deciding where to go for map movement on Warzone, you're gonna want to pick things that better suit your team's survival if you're just straight up going for wins. And if you have teammates down, maybe you're going to pick a contract that has money, so you're going to pick an area that has money. And if I were you, when you stay near your edge of the map, because the gas is pushing in, you want to kind of stay near the circle. So if, let's say this red is our circle right now, I want to be close to that circle. Right, the end game's going to be here, we're in the circle, and the reason for that is when it's pushing in, there's no one behind me. I know that, right? There's no way that there's anyone behind me. I just came from that direction. You're going to come in like a circle. So if it's rotating in that way, I would follow the edge of the map so that the gas is to my right. Not like literally touching it, but like if it was over there and I was like here, I can see it's there. I know that there's not too many people. Like if there is anyone, I can see them, and I'm out running it. Like I should be able to run in the direction I'm going without having to worry about the fact that I'm gonna get trapped into the gas. And that way I only have to look for the direction that the gas is coming from. And no one's going to be coming from behind me because I'm coming from that direction. So I can see there's people coming in front of me. And if there's happen to be anyone on my left, I can see them. And they'll be running from the gas. It'll be easier to clean up that engagement. And you're not going to have this many teams pushing at you from behind, which is like one of the big things, where if you land in the middle of the map and then the zone changes and moves, you're gonna have teams coming in from every direction, rather than just the one direction if you were against the edge of the zone, right? Now, if you're in the zone and you're pushing this way, you know that the people, unless someone's following you hardcore, no one's coming from behind you, you just have to worry about what's in front of you, right? Front and to the right. So you know there's no one going to be to your left because the zone's there. And then you could better choose your engagements. Every time the zone is going in, you're going to pick your rotation. You're going to decide where you want to go, what's best for your team, based off what you need. Money, height advantage, whatever. And you're going to make your rotation, and then you're going to get to your spot. And then maybe there's cover there because you picked that, because there's a building and you're on the high ground. You can wait that extra 4 seconds, the zone finishes, you now see your next circle, you can start making plans for your rotation too. Do you need to rotate right away? Is it going to be rotating quickly? Do I have time to go find a store, buy buddy back, or loot up, or whatever? Or is it going to be, we're really far away, we need to start thinking about what kind of rotation we're making, because we have to get far in order to get back into the zone again, following our rotation pattern. And that's what that is. It's just what it is. So that's my first lessons on movement. So hopefully this helps you. And yeah, have a good one.